So just in case anybody has notions, I really struggle with being out in the world somehow on my own. It's quite funny because that's how I feel most of the time that I'm on my own, except when I have my kids or companions. But yeah, just trying to meet a friend who was going to put me up tonight, giving me directions, and I don't know, is it a Dublin thing? But I'm just totally, my brain is just totally fried with trying to get, like, how hard can it be, right? And even like engaging the help of bus conductors and other people, and yeah, just still totally clueless, and adrenaline is ruling my experience. Yeah, anyway, just thought I'd share that in case you felt bad because you were like a rudderless waif out in the world of things. Well, you're not alone. I'm also like that. Otherwise, it's actually Sunday today, which maybe is a saving grace. So after a victory of sorts, like landing on my feet, getting a safe place to stay with a new friend, and after a very rich, nourishing week of learning, yeah, I just feel a bit same me as I ever was, just totally tongue-tied and like yeah, somehow the brain just kind of throws itself overboard and sets itself on fire when I'm like this. I have to get somewhere at a certain time, and I'm on my own in public transport. I used to feel like, okay, I've noticed this happening when I'm in countries like Manchester or outside of Ireland, but now here it is happening in Ireland, and I don't know if I'm hoping it's just a one-off thing, but got a moment now before this bus comes, so I just thought, since you seem to be my main source of co-regulation, sure, we're all turning into robots, isn't it? Anyway, hope you are having a good Sunday, and today throwing myself into a new situation with a new friend, and also another new mini experience. They invited me to go with them to attend their dream group or something like that. This isn't something that, you know, would grab my attention and be like something I want to do, but I guess I'm just leaning into it. It is from 1 o'clock to 4 p.m, so it's a long old stretch. Anyway, I'm kind of trusting their, not exactly judgment, they just offered me the invitation, and my brain was already starting to kind of freeze up from then, and it's continued ever since. So hallelujah. Anyway, isn't it a glorious Sunday? When I used to drive, I used to dread coming into Dublin because it was such a sort of a overwhelming sensory experience on the roundabouts. And now that I don't drive, I've experienced extreme anxiety this morning when my contact just was incommunicado, couldn't get any input from them, and I was totally petrified as to where I was supposed to go, how I was supposed to do it, the time element of missing buses. But now that I've got contact again, and I'm walking around with these shorts, and it's kind of a brisk, fresh October morning. I'm thinking actually the bus, 77A, my friend says it's a bit of a magical mystery tour. And it might suit me. But I'm thinking actually, it's like when I used to drive, I said I just need a week going in and out of Dublin, just 1 week, 7 days solid, in and out, and get my nervous system used to it, and my brain so that it knows what to do. But I'm actually thinking now, like, yeah, it feels like it would be a fun thing to have some time here in Dublin. Maybe, I don't know, 2 weeks, say a 2-week Dublin tour, you know, giving workshops, concerts, visiting other people's places and events, and just getting to know the areas of Dublin, which is it sprawls out. There's no way I'm going to get to know every area of Dublin in 2 weeks, but yeah, maybe I'm just being lulled into a false sense of security. Anyway, it seems to appeal at the moment. We're nearing our destination. It's supposed to be Tallaght, supposed to be going to a dream healing group. I don't know what that is. Wouldn't normally be attractive, but it was more the warmth and the affection for my friend who is hosting me for tonight, before flying out at dawn tomorrow for the next week of facilitation, and just feeling curious and open to the fact that he invited me. But when he described it as sort of an event that, when I said, is there any information about it online? And he said, it's this man who's been doing it, did he say for 40 years? Couldn't have said that. Anyway, it appealed to me, the fact that it was, not online and just totally available. And I said, yeah, it's probably FOMO, just fear of missing out, which was kind of, well, not FOMO. That's me self-doubting myself and my good intentions. But yeah, I felt like, oh, did I make a stupid decision going out to something yet again when I just could be resting in his home? Anyway, I'll meet him and I'll see what the crack is and see the next one. I'm doing an awful lot of these videos. Sooner or later, storage is going to run out on this thing. But until then,